Hello everybody, welcome to our boss fight video of Noel from Lightning Returns Final Fantasy XIII. I'm Ryan Teljanik.
I'm Zack Betka.
And I finally beat this asshole. So, Zack, the first time I tried to fight this guy, as you may know about Lightning Returns, takes place during a span of 13 days.
Okay.
What I didn't know the first time I got to him was you're kind of meant to spend the first few of those days getting stronger by doing the side quests.
Okay, because it's less linear than the previous game?
Exactly, yeah.
Okay.
So you have 4 giant quest hubs, each one with an ending boss that kind of finishes that zone.
Okay.
Noel is the first boss. He's the end boss of Luxurian, which is like one of the very first cities that you go to.
Okay, so if he can do anything, is there anything specifically that he's weak to, or...?
So as you can see in the video, I'm beating him up with a bunch of lightning damage because that's what he is most susceptible to getting knocked out.
Okay.
And so the way the knockout system kind of works, it's a lot like staggering in Final Fantasy XIII, and you do in fact stagger enemies here. But what knockouts do too is they're kind of leading up to the stagger, and knockouts permanently kind of change how the boss functions. So, if, for instance, the very first knockout against Noel reduces his mobility. So that means he's going to approach you slower as he's coming to physically attack you.
Okay. So when you use something that is weak against, like lightning, or thunder, excuse me, lightning is the titular character, it knocks him out and staggers him?
Yeah, so the knockout kind of happens first, and then beyond that is the stagger, and that's when he's kind of incapacitated, and you can just unload with a bunch of physical damage on him.
Okay.
And then, so one thing I definitely recommend on this guy, though, try spending the first 2 or 3 days first just doing side quests. Because you're going to get really discouraged if you try and fight him on, like, day 1.
Okay.
I did that, and he absolutely wrecked me in, like, 3 or 4 hits. He's really strong. And the battle system in this game is really, really cool because you have to kind of get used to what everything is weak to and try and use all your abilities to, you know, lead to the knockout and stagger. But also there's a huge emphasis, especially early on perfectly blocking. So you can see sometimes when he comes to attack me, I'll be able to pull off a guard against him.
Okay.
If you're just sitting there holding the square button, your guards are less effective. So what you really want to do is time it to happen just before he actually hits you.
Okay. And that completely nullifies the damage?
In most cases it does, yeah.
Okay.
And it even helps build up the knockout meter. So the better you get at perfectly guarding, the quicker they'll even stagger.
Okay. Now, is there something as over-preparing? Like, if you take too much time, when does it just not matter?
Funny you should mention, actually, if you wait too long to fight Noel and 2 other of the main bosses, the boss of Yusnan, Snow, which we'll get to later. And then we also have a video for that, so you guys can check that out. And also the boss of the Dead Dunes, whose name I cannot pronounce.
Okay.
If you wait till day 7 or later to fight them, they actually get much stronger.
Okay.
So the ordering I would recommend for the bosses that worked really, really well for me, go Noel first in Luxurian, then head to Yusnan and fight Snow, then do the boss in the Dead Dunes.
Hey, why in that order?
Because the boss of the 4th zone, the Wildlands, does not get any more powerful regardless of when you fight him, because he's a son of a bitch. He's really, really strong.
Okay.
And so yeah, Noel's the easiest one by far.
Okay.
And you just want to keep using the lightning tax to build him up. You can find Thundara in one of the item chests in Luxurian, actually. And it's in the kind of slums district that you'll find Noel in the first place.
Okay. So I know in the previous Lightning game she had lightning physical attacks also. Do you use those, or does she have them by this point?
Usually by this point in the game, so you will find like Thunder Strike and Frost Strike and physical attacks that have, you know, magical attributes attached to them. Yeah. But by this point, I don't think I had any yet, and even when I do... Oh, so never mind, I do have Flame Strike here. But it's just really not that strong. And you're really only going to use those if you're fighting, if it's the exact one you need for whichever boss you're fighting at the time.
Gotcha.
Yeah. And then of course, one of the best tricks, and this works for pretty much every boss in the game, keep going until you get them staggered. And then when you do, use your overdrive, which spends some of your EP points in the bottom left corner there. And that'll... let you unload a ton of damage at once, so definitely do that. And if you want to know how to beat any of the other bosses in Lightning Returns Final Fantasy XIII, be sure to check out our videos. We've got all of those on our channel. If you like what you see, subscribe, follow us on Facebook and Twitter, check us out on GamesRadar.com, and we'll see you there.